have exactly 120 days to scale my YouTube marketing agency to 10K a month, or my life is in grave danger. Okay, no, it's not. This is not a Mr. Beast video, but I am trying to scale my YouTube agency to 10K a month in the next 120 days, basically like 4 months, without running ads or doing any cold outreach, just Instagram and YouTube content. But this isn't my first time doing something like this. My name is Kola. I'm a freelance content strategist and copywriter. I've spent the last 18 months helping coaches, creators, and founders get views or convert those views into clients and sales on Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. If you're a coach, creator, or founder trying to build your personal brand, attract more leads, book more meetings, or sell your digital products with educational content, or you're also trying to scale your agency to 10K a month, then just copy my strategy. Yep, that's basically it. I've broken this down into 3 simple steps. I start from YouTube GOAT, the productivity GOAT, Ali Abdaal, and it's pretty simple, GPS. It stands for Goal Plan System. So I'll start with step 1, go. So now, why are goals important? So I'll tell you a short story. There's a day I went out with my brother and a couple of friends, and we're trying to locate this new restaurant, where we live in Kaduna, Nigeria. And I kid you not, decided not to use Google Maps because we said it's always inaccurate. There's no way it will take us to the right place, And I think that was the worst decision of our lives, because we drove around for almost an hour looking for this restaurant. So we drove around again and again and again and again because we were asking people for directions, and they kept saying, oh, go this way, it should be this way, and then, but the people also didn't know. So we didn't even understand why they didn't tell us that they did not know, but that's a different story. So we drove around for almost an hour looking for this restaurant until my brother got tired of me being stubborn and said, look, we don't know where this place is, let's just use Google Maps. So he brought out his phone, he whipped out Google Maps, and then he just typed in the name of the restaurant. You wouldn't believe, we had been driving around this restaurant for close to an hour. Close to an hour. We've been driving around this restaurant, and it's been right under our noses. But we couldn't find it. Why? We did not have the directions. We didn't know where we were going. So we kept wasting fuel, wasting time, wasting money, because time is money, looking for this restaurant that was right under our noses. Because we drove past that street 4 different times and we didn't see this restaurant. So also, they should have had a really big banner. I would not take full responsibility, but I will admit I was being stubborn, and we should have used Google Maps earlier. So what's the point I'm trying to make here? The thing is, the same way we didn't have Google Maps is the same way it is going to be hard to achieve any goal or anything without a very specific goal. So that is why you need an ultra specific goal, because just like the people that kept giving us wrong directions, they kept giving us estimates. Okay, it should be around here. It should be around here. It should be around here. So every time we're okay, it should be around here. We go there, they say no. Then we go to another place, they say nope. We go to another place, the same thing. So they keep driving us around, and we're wasting money and time. Why? Because we don't really know where we're going. And that is why a goal is really important. It helps you know where you're going. Where exactly are you going? So that is why the most important step in any content strategy is an ultra specific goal. What goal are you trying to achieve? So I'll give you examples. Your goal should be something like 20 meetings every month, 20 qualified meetings every month, hitting 1,000 subscribers, hitting $100,000 a month in revenue, hitting 20,000 sales a month, not more leads, more sales, more profit, because all that, this is vague. Everything here is vague. And when it is vague, when you don't have a clear destination, like in this, when we were trying to find this restaurant, when you don't have a clear destination, you're going to waste time and money, because you're just wasting everyone's time, the same way I was, until we use Google Maps and we actually found the place, because we had a clear destination. We knew, oh, this is how to get to this place. So this is the most important thing. Is what most people miss, is that you need a goal. They don't set a goal. They just want more leads. No, how many more leads? 20, 100 a month, 1,000 a month? More sales. How many sales? 40,000 in revenue. Are you looking at 50K in profit? What exactly you need to quantify it? It needs to be specific. You need to quantify it with numbers. Because when you do that, this next step becomes very simple. Step 2, you need a plan. So A plan is basically a bridge. It's what connects you from where you are to where you're trying to get to. Most people make plans too complicated, but honestly, it's not that complicated. You need something really simple. Like this bridge over here. Pretty, yeah, simple. Trying to get from here to there, just go straight. Your plan needs to be as simple as a bridge. So, how do we make a simple plan? It's very simple. You need something to do. You need X. X is what you're going to do in order to get Y. And in order to get Y, you're going to have a guess. So I'm going to explain this. If this is confusing, I'm going to explain it right now. Trust me, it's really simple. X is basically what is the input you're going to do. Z is what do you guess is going to happen when you do this thing. And Y is what are you going to get. So usually the Y is always consistent. For example, I'm trying to scale to $10,000 a month. So to do that at a price point of $2,000, at a $2,000 deal retainer, if I do the math, that's 10,000 divided by 2,000, that's 5 clients. So I want to get 5 clients. What am I doing? My input is going to be 3 YouTube videos a week and 6 Instagram posts a week as well. So 9 posts a week. And I'm guessing that this will get me about 5,000 views a month. And if I can convert 1% of this into like booked calls or into booked calls, I will get 5 clients. So this is basically all you need. You need X, Z, and Y. Your X is what are you going to do? Your Y is what do you want to, this doesn't change, but these two are X and Z are always going to change. What do you want to get? I want to hit $10,000 a month. How? Okay, my retainer is $2,000 a month. If I divide that, that's 5 clients. So I'm guessing if I do post 3 times a week on YouTube and 6 times a week on Instagram, I should get 5,000 followers, 5,000 views a month. And if I convert 10% or 1% of my viewers, I should get 5 clients to hit my goal. So that is basically how, it's a very simple plan. So now I'm going to just reverse engineer so you basically understand everything that went here. So the output, my Y, what I want to get is $10,000 a month. My price point is $2,000 a month. So I divide 10,000 by 2,000 and I have Y, 5 clients. My idea is I'm assuming a 1% conversion rate. So that's people going from being interested to saying, yes, I want to work with you. So if I divide 5 by 1%, I'm going to get 500 interested leads. Now I'm going to assume a 10% conversion rate. So this is people who went from just viewing to, okay, I'm actually interested in working with this guy. So that would be, if I divide, to get that, I'm going to divide 500 by 10%. And that will give me 5,000 views a month, which is my Z, which is my guessing figure. So like I said from step 1, you need an ultra specific goal. You need a simple plan with ultra specific goals as well. So the goal is to get 5 clients. Why? By getting 5,000 views a month. By also posting 3 times on YouTube and 6 times a week. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I guess is going to happen. This is the goal I'm hoping I hit. And this is what I believe is going to happen. But everything is ultra specific. So I know if I mess up at one point. So let me explain. All this is based on assumptions. This is science. Science always starts from assumptions. You assume something is going to happen and then you experiment and find out what the true figures are. So right now I'm assuming a 1% conversion rate, meaning okay, to get 5 clients, maybe 1% of people were interested. So if I divide 5 by 1%, I'm going to get 500 interested people. To get 500 interested people, I've assumed a 10% conversion rate, which means I just need 5,000 views a month. I'm guessing. Do you understand? But what if I actually need to post way more? Or I get 5,000 views a month and it doesn't lead to 5 clients. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is where I'm going to with this explanation is your Y is always going to be the same where you're trying to get to. Because this is you right here. You are here and you're trying to get here. You are here, you're trying to get here. You are here, you're trying to get here. You are here, you're trying to get here. But your X and Z, what you're going to do and what you guess is going to happen is always going to change. So this is the part people mess up because they make a plan and then it doesn't happen as they planned it and they say, oh no, it doesn't work. No, it does work. You just need to change the bridge, which is the X and Z, what you do and what you guess is going to happen. Because where you are and where you're trying to get to, it doesn't change. The only thing that changes is what are you exactly going to do And what do you think is going, what do you guess is going to happen when you do that specific thing? So a lot of people, they make the plan, oh, I'm going to post 7 times a week on Instagram, and they do post sometimes a week, but maybe they don't get any clients, or they don't get any views, they don't get any followers, and then they do what? They quit. Oh no, Instagram is a scam, it doesn't work. No, bro. All you need to do is change your bridge. You need to change what you're doing and what you guess is going to happen. Because where you are is you're always going to be stuck where you are. Except you make the decision to do something, which is X, and based off what you do, you guess what's going to happen, and whatever happens leads you to your Y. Which for me in this case is $10,000 a month. So for example, let's say I post 3 times a week on YouTube and 6 times a week on Instagram, and I get 5,000 views, but I don't get 5 clients. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to get 10,000 views. So I keep doing the same thing. I get 10,000 views, and then okay, maybe now I do get 5 clients. But maybe I change Z again. I get 10,000 views. I'm posting 9 times. Basically, in total, I'm posting 9 times a week. But I still don't have any clients. So now I know, okay, maybe my content is not persuasive enough. Maybe my content isn't good enough. So I need to change something in what I do. So the whole idea is understand that when you're trying to reach a goal, your bridge is going to keep changing until you find the perfect one. Maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one. But X and Z are always going to change. What you do and what you guess is going to happen is always going to change. But the one thing that is going to happen if you stay consistent is you are going to reach your Y. You are going to reach the opposite end from wherever you are to where you're trying to get to. If you consistently stick with doing something and guessing what's going to happen and being willing to change when you realize, okay, this isn't working, I have to pivot to do something else. I have to try something new, I have to try something better, or I have to try something more. So yeah, that's basically it for how you step 2. Why? Very simple, you need a plan. And the most important step 3, you need a system. So basically a system is a vehicle, and it's the vehicle that gets you from X to Y. That's basically it. So some people, they have a really basic system. It's like a bicycle. It's not as fast as this car, but if you ride it, you will eventually get there, but it won't be as fast as a car. So some people, this is their vehicle. It's a car, a really nice SUV, and it is faster than a bicycle, but it's not as fast or as efficient as a supercar. So if someone has a system that's a bicycle, he probably will get there, but it will take him so much longer. If someone has a system that's an SUV, he'll probably get there faster, but he won't get there as fast as someone with a supercar. And the most important thing is, most people don't even have this yet. They have a busted system. So they have an ultra specific goal. Let's say they want to hit $100,000 a month. They make a simple plan. Okay, I'm going to run ads. When I run ads, I'm going to get like 2,000 leads. If I convert 10%, I should hit 100. Basically, I'm just making up a plan here. But basically, a very simple plan of what they're going to do, what they guess is going to happen, and what they believe they're going to get. So, but their system but they think they have a supercar, but really this is what they have. A busted down, I don't know, what car brand is this? Basically, it's not, obviously this car's not going anywhere, and it makes you frustrated. So, what is going to frustrate you the most is your system. You can have a really specific goal, a really good goal. You can have a super dialed in plan, but without the right system, it doesn't matter. You're never going to succeed. And that's what a lot of people, that's what I didn't understand when I started out. Because I started out with doing social media advertisement. Then when I tried to market for gyms, then I tried to sell digital products, and I kept failing. Why? It wasn't because it doesn't work. No, there are other people who have succeeded. So yeah, that means I had a valid goal, had a pretty decent plan, but I had a rubbish system. So no matter what I did, I wasn't going to succeed. James Clear says, author of Atomic Habits, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So if your system is a bicycle, it is going to be a slow process, but you're going to get there eventually. If your system is an SUV, you're going to get there faster. Also pretty comfortable as well. If your system is a supercar, then you should probably get there in maybe 2 minutes or so. But we have to understand that your system is your vehicle. that's going to take you across this bridge. Without the right system, or without one that works, nothing's going to happen. So basically, you need a good vehicle. And a good vehicle has two attributes or two characters. It is consistent, meaning it performs again and again and again. Unlike this car over here, it performs again and again and again, and it is efficient. It doesn't waste time, it doesn't waste energy. For example, this bicycle, it is consistent, yeah? But if you're trying to cross this bridge on a bicycle, you're going to waste a lot of time and energy. The same thing with this SUV. It's consistent. You can use it again and again. But it's going to take you much more longer than it will take a supercar to cross this bridge. So, the essence of understanding this step 3 is understanding that you need a good vehicle and what makes a good vehicle. So, just like a car has a transmission, an engine, electrical supply, a cooling system, a turbine, steering wheel, car seat, springs, tires, rims, brakes, a battery, just like it has all this, you need a dialed-in content system. So basically, you need to dial in when you're going to do research, where you're going to do scripting, when you're going to do recording, where you're going to do editing, where you're going to do posting, where you're going to schedule your content. What's going to convert all the traffic you're getting into leads, into sales, into booked meetings, into email subscribers? What is going to convert all the traffic you're getting into actual money? And then analytics. How are you measuring this thing? How are you making sure that this system stays efficient? So this is what most people miss in their content plan. They miss the system because they have a goal, they have a plan, but they don't have a system. And so every month they start again because there is no system that keeps them consistent. There's no system that they don't have an efficient system that keeps them consistent. They're not consistent, they're not efficient. So for me, it's pretty simple. I do my research on Sundays, I script on Mondays and Tuesdays. Wednesdays, I do recording. That's basically Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I post on basically Wednesdays for just YouTube, Thursdays for Instagram, Friday for TikTok. And then on Saturday, Sunday, I have someone editing and then posting and scheduling. That's basically, I schedule on YouTube weekly and then I post daily on Instagram and on TikTok. And then for conversion, I use Instagram. I basically use Instagram DMs. And every month, me and my editor will be basically look at what we did right, what we did wrong, what can we improve on, what's working, and how do we double down on that. So this is basically all you need to build a content strategy that actually gets you more leads, more meetings, more sales, and builds your personal brand. You need the GPS structure. You need a good goal, a really ultra specific goal. You need a simple plan, and you need a good system or a good vehicle. That's basically it. So I hope you found this video useful. If you need someone to help you build this kind of system in your business, you are impressed by my knowledge and you want to work with me, yeah, just book a call, the first link in the description. Or if you'd rather want to have a chat to find out more about how this works, you just want me to give you advice, whatever you want, I'm always open to chat. My Instagram is the second description. Just DM me YouTube on Instagram and I'll be right with you. So that's it for this video. Thank you for your time. Peace.